Pepperkakker or pepper cookies. So I've already got the mixture ready. I've got the butter and the cream in here. This is kind of a different recipe because it uses cream and doesn't use eggs. So there's other recipes that use eggs, but this one just uses cream. So in here I've got butter, cream, sugar, and a little bit of baking soda. So that mixture's ready. Now we're gonna add the sifted mixture that we have. This mixture contains flour, cinnamon, black pepper, ground cardamom, and baking powder. So you can see why they call them pepper cookies. So let's get this mixed in. And I'm just going to shake it in a little bit at a time. Smells really good, very spicy. Stop just for a second and get that pushed down into the sides a little bit. Okay, we'll let it mix a little more. Yeah, it's a big chunk of butter. This recipe uses quite a bit of butter. It's 1 1/8 cups. I think we've got it at the texture we need it to be at. Get this off, clean it off a little bit. What we're going to do next is we are going to roll this into a sausage-like tube, about 2.5 inches if we can. Just sit that there. All right. You can look at this batter. It's really very, very thick, and it's going to roll really easily. So let me get that together. I'm going to try to roll it on some parchment paper, see how we do with that. I might actually need to use 2 parchment papers. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm going to use 2. So I'm going to take half of this. I'm going to put it back in here, and then I can have 2 of those rolls together. This is supposed to make about 30 cookies. So I'll get this together. Okay, and I'm just going to try to form it into a tube roll as best I can here. See how sticky it is. So it's really easy to handle because it does stick together. It's not crumbly at all. It's really kind of amazing that it's this way, but I guess it's really because you've got all that butter in there. Okay, so I think that's about, looks like about 2.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tightly roll this in the parchment paper. I got a little bit there. That's all right. It's going to come off. I get that tightly rolled into a nice tube, and I'll do this with the same with this one as well. And then they're going to go into the refrigerator and get nice and cool, and then we'll be back and we'll cut them up and put them on the baking pan. So we'll see in a bit. Okay, so it's had a chance to chill, and I'm just going to unroll it from the parchment paper. You can see I got this nice roll of dough. So then we will cut them rather thinly, but not like that. As you can see, you got about, I guess that's about, about 1/4 inch maybe. And you would cut the entire roll. I am going to actually use some of these Nordic Ware cookie stamps. Thought these were neat looking little stamps here, and you would use these for like sugar cookies or any kind of cookies you want. But when you use them here, you just press in and you have to peel them back, and you do get a cute little stamp on there. So it just gives it a little bit more character. So I'm going to go ahead and do those while I've got this dough nice and chilled. So we'll do several with this. with this design. And there's several other designs you can use, swirl, and then that design as well. So I'll go ahead and cut these. I have to do it kind of quickly because if they get too, let's do a different design. If they get too warm, then it's hard to do the little design on them. Okay. Let's do another row with this design. So we just got a little variety here. Okay. And you can see they're not perfectly round, and that's okay. It's just to give it a little something. Okay, there we go. And we'll go ahead and put this batch in, so I give them a little room. And this is going to go in the oven at 375 for 6 to 8 minutes. The 8 minutes is about right. I put mine in for 7. It wasn't quite enough. So 8 minutes is pretty perfect. Okay, we'll be back in about 8 minutes.
All right.
Okay. And the timer just went off, so let's see how they did. Okay, all right. So they come out nice, and you can see a little bit of the design in there. It's kind of faint, but you can still see it. If you want to use that, again, it's not something you have to do, but I thought it looked kind of cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these off and put them over here with the other batch that I made earlier. And then we'll try one. Use some of these. If you're interested in the recipe, you can check my blog, NordicKnowHow.com. And I will have the recipe for these pepper cookies, Pepperkakker. All right, let's give one a try. Okay, so take one of these. You can see, if you want to look inside there, you can see how you can see the black pepper in there. And let's see how they taste. Really good. Very spicy, but not overly spicy, just very, very good. Light. Great. So again, if you want the recipe, check my blog, NordicKnowHow.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you the next time.